aggressive attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now, here is Irving. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Washington. Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Thompson, and it's Irving in at the point. The deep three from Green. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Van Vliet with it. Steps back from deep. He's off on that one. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Irving passes to Davis. Stolen by Brooks. Van Vliet against Irving. Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. There's Green with the three.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
The Rockets again can't hit. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Irving. Following the three by Houston that way. And here's Washington outside. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Down low. Out to Thompson. Here's Şengün. Thompson passes to Şengün. Rocket 6. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
This speaks to how assertive Şengün can be. Love when he makes quick decisions like that there.
Pass to Washington. Here's Davis. Out to Thompson. Floats it up for Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Oh, such a field shot there. The floater.
And here's Washington outside.
Walking foul called on Dillon Brooks. First personal foul. First team foul.
Irving looking over the floor. Davis in the corner. Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
1:46 left in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets trail. And Thompson kicks to Şengün. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Şengün. Lets the three fly. Anthony Davis with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. There's Green with the three. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Dillon Brooks. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Washington. Christie, he's checked in for Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Davis. Takes the three. Nailed from three-point land. Davis has got 5 now.
This is what the big-time players in the league do. Anthony Davis just had his team get hit for a three-pointer on defense. He comes right back at him with a 3 of his own. Bang!
Here's Eason. Smith with a wide open look. And another 3 for Houston.
We're real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The 3 from Davis. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And it's Whitmore missing.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Christie can't make it. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. You know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. And here are the Mavericks now, following the 3 from Jabari Smith. The kick out to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
How many different ways can Kyrie Irving beat his man? I mean, his array of moves is endless.
Here's Whitmore. Misses the 3. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Here's Christie. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Eason's shot is good. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Taken away by Holiday. 3-on-3. Smith finds Whitmore. There's the triple. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving from long range. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact, but boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
Now Eason, following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
It's stolen by Smith. Over Christie. Out to Smith. Pass to Holiday from outside the arc. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight. Christie the pass to Irving. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
The corner three by Kyrie has a nice ring to it.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Houston with a big group substitution here. Thompson, he's checked in for Şengün. Brooks comes in for Jari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Edwards, he's checked in for Dallas. Now, here is Irving. He's got 16. No good. Dismiss, number 4 in 10 shots. From deep, Green hits the three-point bomb. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Green stopping on a dime and putting up his shot. Boy, that was impressive how suddenly he did that.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the inside. Left side, Edwards. Over Smith. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
26. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got Kyrie Irving. Derek Lively is out there with Edwards. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Thompson in at the 3. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and rolls.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. And it's Dante Exum in for Irving. Now here's Thompson. Back to Şengün. VanVleet against Edwards. VanVleet can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Thompson misses. Houston leading by 4. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his first foul. So it's the Mavericks now. Edwards looking it over. 5 on the clock. Another shot. Thompson gets it inside.
Even though he does most of his damage along the perimeter, Thompson can also dial it up inside.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. A three-pointer is right on target. Şengün's got 5 points now this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Back to Thompson. for the three. That shot is off. Mavericks trail by 4. Exum kicks to Edwards. Out to Thompson.
2 minutes.
Now here's Exum. Guarded closer. Dallas moving it around. Stolen by Van Vliet. Green drives in. Takes it inside. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. And it's Exum with the ball who will bring it up for the Mavericks. 7-point differential. And stolen by Thompson. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now, here's Gafford. Thompson for 3. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Outside, Green. Stolen by Exum. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. And Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Then for the Mavericks, Davis is checked in for Edwards. P.J. Washington comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And Irving subbed in for Exum. Davis with a screen on Green. Clock at 4. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Shepard. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Houston making a switch here. Whitmore's checked in. Rockets leading by 7. The shot in the game clock separated by 4. Knocks it loose and stolen by Irving.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. The 3. They get it back. Eason finds Adams. Adams with the screen on Gafford. That's a 2 from Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for
Smith hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Williams. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Irving with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Marshall with it. Şengün's there. Holiday with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Whitmore, he's checked in for Houston. And Dallas also making a switch. Christie's checked in. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's Holiday. Pass to Smith. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Poke loose. Eason finds Whitmore. Just 4 to shoot. Looking for Eason. He gets it there. Buries the long-range jumper. Smith's got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets.
There's so many ways Smith can hurt you, really showing us all what he's capable of.
They get it again. Lively the pass to Christie. Irving for 3. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Aaron Holiday. And stolen by Thompson. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduced you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
Pass to VanVleet. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Lively a screen on Easton. Christie kicks to Thompson. The kick out to Irving. Davis has the open look. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. And now it's just a 4-point Houston lead. Now Whitmore. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Şengün passes to Easton. And count it from 19 feet away. And the Rockets lead by 6. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's off from 3-point range. Smith with a screen on Thompson. Back to Şengün. In the corner, it's Easton. Wide open. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And now it's an 8-point Rocket lead. There's the pick. Here's Irving. Out to Thompson. Lively the pass to Christie. On the wing, Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Irving against Easton. A nice shot by Irving.
Good awareness that time by Irving of where the shot clock was.
Irving against VanVleet. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Christie. Outside for Davis. Launches it. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Easton finds Smith. Houston moving the ball around. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Offense not doing their best work of late. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Jari Easton. And Jalen Green subbed in for Whitmore. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. And it's P.J. Washington in for Christie. Irving with it. Picked up by VanVleet. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Out to Brooks. This one for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Now, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Again, Irving missing. There's Green. Plenty of space. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone said
NBA.
Yeah, these games were a grind to play in. You're fighting for every bucket. So the little things, like an extra possession here or there, those will be huge.
For three, Conley. Thompson pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Randall against Thompson. And here's Randall. Takes a three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The kick out to Edwards. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Thompson finds Van Vliet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. And Grant, the success of...
Oh,
no way!
Oh, wow! Good for him. What a shot.
Green for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Van Vliet. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Fires away from way outside. That one is off.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
From deep three-point range. Another miss by Minnesota. For Houston, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Brooks from outside knocks down the long J.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Edwards. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Green. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Just a beautiful jump shot. Green is the prototype NBA 2-guard.
Edwards, the pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Edwards has got 9. Rockets trail by 4. Fires from way outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
2 minutes.
Now here's Green.
2 minutes.
Thompson outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 7, a sluggish start. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive. That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Van Vliet. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Now here's Easton for 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. To the inside, Green for 3. Smith sends it home from three-point land. 7 points in the game.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
DiVincenzo driving. Reed for 3. Drills it from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Şengün checked in for Houston. Holiday comes in for Green. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Clark. Three-pointer Holiday. The shot won't fall. Minnesota leading by 3. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Minnesota again missing. Outside Whitmore. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. On target from range. Edwards has got 15 points.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He was money from deep, sinking 5 triples in the period. All right, stick around. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the 4-man position. To the middle. Smith outside. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. 10 points for him.
This is Smith's game. Set him up, and he'll knock him down.
And he lobs it up. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Minnesota in the lead. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Launches it from deep. Edwards can't get that one to fall. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Whitmore outside. Reid with the rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Whitmore. 4-3. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's Minot. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
So for the Rockets, Thompson comes in for Whitmore. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Van Vliet, the pass to Smith. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
This one for 3. Reid can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards. And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
Dillon Brooks checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Eason.
It would have been a sensational alley-oop finish. Tough to nail the timing of that long pass.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Van Vliet with it. DiVincenzo picks him up, and here's Thompson for 3. Offensive board. Back to Green. Brooks a screen on DiVincenzo. And here's Green from the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Conley passes to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Fires the 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Van Vliet scanning the floor. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Randall outside. Here's the 3. Out to DiVincenzo. Puts up a deep 3. DiVincenzo on the wing. Over Green. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
McDaniels from long range. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he could be.
Launches it. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. Brooks from outside. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
Number 17,
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. No luck on that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Back to Brooks.
Yeah, the textbook pass and perfect execution. Brooks and his guys understand when to attempt alley-oops.
And here's Edwards outside. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist. Edwards has got 21 points in the game. Looking at lineups around the league, Graham, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Van Vliet outside. From deep three-point land. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards on target.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Lets it go from deep. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 6. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Randall with a steal.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Edwards for three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you gotta work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Eason's checked in for Brooks. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And here's Green from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists now in this one.
Whenever the opponent makes a three, it feels like Jalen's got that mindset that he wants to answer.
Rockets trail by 9. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. That's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
And he gets that one. Green's got 7 points. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Pass to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. Green covering. Edwards, that's good.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
Eason finds VanVleet. And here's Şengün. Checked by Randall. Tipped. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Edwards for 3. Knocks down the triple. And it's a 12-point Minnesota lead.
Shooting the 3 with confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Edwards against Green. Beyond the arc. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul.
He gets called for the over-the-back. He thought he could slip through the cracks and grab the rebound.
And this is why we say lockout. It is a fundamental thing that is often overlooked and hurts you every time.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley.
So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
Randall can't hit. Rockets trail by 8. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Eason can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Took the opportunity when he saw it. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game. And Houston is shooting just 37% in the game. Here's Adams. Rebound Minnesota. Reed for 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter ahead by... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. So it's Minnesota now on the court for the Timberwolves. We've got Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Garza in at the 5.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good. This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a 3-point shot now.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Eason into the lane. It's Eason with the jam.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Holiday against DiVincenzo. Edwards a screen on Holiday. Back to Edwards. The 3 is up. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Rockets trail by 6. Whitmore with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Eason, and Houston, another 3.
And give them credit on the job they've done to narrow the gap with this big run.
Now here's Edwards. Whitmore defending. Right side Edwards. Down low. Eason with a steal. Smith outside. Clark grabs the board.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Edwards for 3, and again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
And again, it's Houston. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Eason's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Smith. Great look there, but off target.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
To the left side wing. Clark against Eason. Clark, the pass to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Hits a three-pointer. Edwards got 41.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
There's the 3. And it's Whitmore missing.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
The kick out to Edwards. Sinks it from distance. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You got to at least show a little heart out here.
Edwards for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Holiday. And he drives in. Some solid defense from Edwards.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Pass to Reed. Back to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And it's Whitmore missing. The Timberwolves lead by 8. And here's Edwards outside. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 47 points.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Timberwolves.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
The 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Eason, shoots over DiVincenzo, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Yeah, another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
It's Edwards on the wing, pulls it from the corner. Another one goes, incredible!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And stolen by Gobert. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that's it.
matchup we have here in the front court ring.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Now here's Gafford. Stolen by Conley. Rocked loose. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside, Davis. Gobert with the block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Now Thompson following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. And here's Davis for 3. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that short of an opportunity from deep.
Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job. This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 6.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Gafford misses.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing. You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
From outside, off the mark. The Timberwolves shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Launches a 3, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Davis. Thompson's got his second bucket.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Edwards passes to McDaniels, and stolen by Thompson. There's the 3. Davis, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Irving. Fade away. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got 6. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And here is Washington. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. From 10 feet out, Davis kicks to Irving. McDaniels against Washington. Tipped away. Thompson inside the line. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Mavericks on top. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Derek Lively is out there with Edwards. And there's Christie, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Edwards with the screen. Marshall passes to Christie. Marshall with it. Dallas moving it around. Dallas needs to get off a shot to the left side wing. Lively's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 5. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Hynod's checked in.
Number 8, Josh Hynod.
Edwards against Christie. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
To the paint, kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie a screen on Edwards. Christie the pass to Dinwiddie. Now here's Marshall. Outside Edwards. Pass to Christie. 4 on the shot clock. Right wing. Marshall inside the 3-point line. Dinwiddie outside. Out to Edwards. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Edwards no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's the screen. And here's Edwards from the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
That bucket in no time at all. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 3-pointer. Edwards with confidence.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves trail by 4. And finished off by Edwards.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Marshall sets a screen for Dinwiddie. Out to Edwards. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you. On
the wing, Davis, guarded by Reed. Williams passes to Thompson. Thompson gets it inside.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Davis against Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
It's stolen by Gobert. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No good on the triple.
It's close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Thompson for the triple. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
Alexander Walker finds Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It could go, and so it's Dallas. Bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a knee. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Dallas leading by 7. From deep Washington. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate. Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Edwards at the rim.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Irving finds Thompson. Davis against Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Jared Lively comes in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Exum in for P.J. Washington. Pass to McDaniels. Latre. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Edwards. Takes a 3. Oh, Edwards. And look how far away he is.
Boy, that was deep. Anthony Edwards testing the limitations of his range on that one.
Thompson for the triple. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. All alone. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Dallas, no good that time either. Here's Minnesota. They've got an 8-0 run. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Christie comes in for Klay Thompson. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Three-pointer, Randall connects from three-point range. Randall's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
On its way from Irving for 2. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
Kevin, that is an impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. He trains the quick shot. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the night. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Clark's checked in. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
That shot wide open. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Christie can't make it. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Here's the 3. Rebound by Marshall. Maverick shooting a meager 37% for the game. Nobody near Irving. Traps in the tray. Irving's got 15 points.
Well, that's the touch from Kyrie, one of the most dangerous shooters in the game.
And there's the drive. Lets it go with the 3. Doesn't go that time. Here's Christie. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a great show through 3 quarters as we... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so it's Dallas with you. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. He's out there with Irving, and it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Some nice passing here by Dallas. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Irving passes to Marshall. From downtown, knocks down the 3 ball.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
3 misses. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Lively. Dinwiddie kicks to Marshall to take the lead, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And here's Ingles outside. Sinks the 3-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that 3-point line because he is lethal.
Irving can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Clark with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. 3-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense
That time around, just lucky he was off.
Ingles with the screen for DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 4. On the wing, Irving. Here's Lively. Dinwiddie wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Listen, this guy has got good touch and solid shooting stroke. Spencer Dinwiddie comfortable in the catch and shoot.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight. Driving to the basket. Lively a screen on DiVincenzo to take the lead. And it's Irving missing. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Cans it from downtown.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Irving dishes to Marshall. Irving against DiVincenzo. Pass to Exum from past the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight, coming right back to answer a 3 with one of their own.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared Lively. Davis comes in for Marshall. Christie, he's checked in for Dante Exum. And it's Thompson in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Ando comes in for Joe Ingles. Daniels, he's checked in for Clark. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Irving from long range. Pass to Christie. Thompson with it. Christie with the screen on Edwards. Thompson passes to Christie. Back to Thompson. On its way from Irving for 2. Here's Thompson. Here's Christie. Irving a screen on Edwards to take the lead. Dallas again missing. McDaniels against Thompson. McDaniels with the ball. Pass to Randall. McDaniels against Thompson. Out to Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Randall outside. Lets the 3 fly. Nails the triple.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
spot, Clark?
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
So the Houston starting five. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Alperon Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Houston. Van Vliet outside. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Brooks. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. Houston shooting their first free throws of the night.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
There's Davis with the three. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Smart move from the big man to get rid of it there. The defense was closing. Davis let it go.
Out to Thompson. Van Vliet on the wing. Drains the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Green with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively. Pass to Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. The three is up. Thompson pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Now here's Gafford. Thompson outside. The three. Another three for Dallas.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Irving against Van Vliet. Şengün, a screen on Irving. Pass to Şengün. On the wing, Green. The open shot by Brooks. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Irving for three. Counted from distance. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. And it's Brooks missing.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Thompson finds Irving. Another three for Dallas.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
4-3, and Fred Van Vliet, good for 3. Van Vliet's got 6.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Gafford. Outside Irving. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Washington comes in for Marshall. Christie's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And Houston will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Alperon Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Fred VanVleet.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot three.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
Exum's checked in for the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving comes in for Dinwiddie. Alperen Şengün's checked in for Houston. Holiday comes in for Green.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Eason, and here's Şengün. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now Whitmore. Şengün, the screen. Puts it up. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Washington finds Irving. Washington against Smith. Outside for Irving. Takes a three. Again, the miss by Dallas. Rockets trail by 5. Smith right side. Pass to Eason. Back to Smith. There's the triple. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep. Always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Got a piece of it. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Mavericks ahead. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Edwards out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Christie in at the 2 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball, most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor, and Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Back to Exum. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. In transition, here they come. On the wing, Holiday. He's scoreless. On the wing, Holiday. Smith against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from the top of the key. Basket counts. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Man, you have to like the patience there. Smith reading the defense and then attacking.
They get the rebound. Here's Lively. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Holiday. Connects from downtown.
Exactly what you've come to expect from Dinwiddie. A true combo guard will spread it around for you.
Thompson passes to Eason. Let's go with a 3. Mavericks with a rebound. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer, and he'll head to the line. Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Dylan Brooks checked in for Houston. Green comes in for Smith. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
I like when Green aggressively hunts his shot. He's a very impressive offensive player for as young as he is.
For Dallas, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA.
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. For Houston, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Outside for Brooks. Fires the 3. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. Brooks has got 7 points.
You gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. Here's Dinwiddie. Right side Edwards. Pass to Exum. The kick out to Edwards. Dinwiddie outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Dinwiddie's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, it's all about being confident from there for Spencer Dinwiddie. A capable threat from distance now.
Green, the pass to Brooks. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Dinwiddie passes to Christie. And the Mavericks, another 3.
And you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates home the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Green with the ball. And Lively picks him up defensively. For 3, Smith sinks the tray. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Houston has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. The kick out to VanVleet. Pure from 3-point range.
3 points.
And now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
And the luxury of having VanVleet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Outside, Green. From the arc. Look at Green showing off his range.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Rockets on top, leading by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Look at Dylan Brooks. What a contribution.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Kick it off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's VanVleet in at the point guard position. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Whitmore's checked in for Fred VanVleet. On defense, the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. Thompson against Davis. Davis with a screen on Green. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Irving. From deep. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Green against Irving. Outside Whitmore. From outside the arc. Şengün, no good.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
The Rockets lead by 5. Thompson with it. Irving picks him up. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in.
Defensively, you always want to keep vision on the ball. Nice job tracking and coming away with it.
What separates Davis from the pack? In my mind, it's his all-around offensive game. Size, skill, perimeter shooting, and post-up prowess.
Irving, the pass to Davis for the tie. Knocks it loose.
Great effort to track down the long rebound.
Pass to Thompson. No good. That would have tied it. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Brooks finds Green. Outside Whitmore. Here's Thompson. Puts up a 3. Nails it from 3. Whitmore's got 6.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Out to Thompson. The 3 is up. Oh, and Klay makes that 3 look so easy.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Brooks. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Irving. Thompson's got 6 here in the quarter.
Hey, when Irving is creating for others, he's even more difficult to slow down.
The 3 from Thompson. And here's Şengün, still without a bucket. Clock at 6. Green, the pass to Thompson. And here comes the break. And he's going for the lob. AD doing what he does.
One of the dominant dunkers in the league. Davis can put on the show in there.
Pass to Green. Back to Whitmore to end the run. And another miss by Houston. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up to the Dallas Mavericks. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Out to Thompson. And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul of the game. Washington's checked in for Marshall. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Eason comes in for Brooks. Irving with it. He's picked up by Eason. There's Davis with the 3. Shot clock at 6. Whoa! Can't outmuscle Davis inside.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Green, the pass to Şengün. And another miss by Houston. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 12-3 run. Outside Davis. Back to Thompson. Green against Davis. Out left to the wing. Davis with a screen on Thompson. Washington passes to Gafford. And here's Thompson for 3. Outside for Irving. Lets it go from deep. It's deflected.
You can tell Smith really relishes being a force on defense. Blocks like that will help him anchor himself at that end of the floor.
Exum's checked in for Dallas. Dinwiddie comes in for Irving. Steven Adams checked in for the Rockets. Holiday comes in for Thompson. Counted. Thompson's got 8 points here in the quarter.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And here's Green from the arc. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Davis. Back to Thompson. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for the Dallas. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The Mavericks lead by 6. They've got Dante Exum. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Thompson. Then there's Edwards, and it's Lively in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Pass to Thompson. And the basket's good off the assist. From Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Rockets shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Smith passes to Eason. Beyond the arc. Some solid defense from Exum. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Edwards finds Thompson. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That's good from Eason on the assist by Shepard. Eason's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Holiday. Pass to Shepard. And he goes in for the dunk.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Smith outside. Launches a 3. And Houston another 3.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Davis comes in for Edwards. Marshall, he's checked in for Exum. And Irving is subbed in for Dinwiddie. And Houston will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Eason. Green's checked in for Holiday. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Shepard. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Rockets substitution. Number 10.
Dallas leading by 4. Here's Marshall. Outside for Davis. On the wing, Irving. Lets the 3 fly. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
Here's VanVleet. Smith passes to VanVleet. To the left wing. Şengün finds Brooks. No good on the 3.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Davis, the pass to Irving. Over VanVleet. Rebounded by Green. Rockets trail by 7.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the final quarter. Here's Şengün. Fires in the triple.
When the stakes rise, you need guys who will step up and rise with it. Nice play by Şengün.
Here's Davis. There's the drive. The 3 is up. They get the rebound. Pass to Irving. There's the 3. Drains the triple.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out. Brings it.
VanVleet with it. Gafford picks him up. VanVleet, the pass to Şengün. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Dallas leading by 7. Out to the wing. Here's Marshall. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Simply found the open man there because he read the defense. Well done by Davis.
Şengün passes to Smith. Brooks with it. And here's Green from the arc. Green answers the 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Green's gotten 2 of his 4 attempts to go from outside. Irving is doubled. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Adams is checked in.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Out left to the wing.
Number 12.
Gafford passes to Thompson. The three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Green finds Smith. Back to Green for three. Mavericks with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Irving for three. The fadeaway. Adams grabs the miss. And the Rockets with possession. They trail by 7. They get it again. Back to Green. Three-pointer. Ooh, good D by Irving.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
This one for three. Offline. And so the Mavericks take the win. This, thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that's going to do.
Randall out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Instead, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Thompson outside. Van Vliet outside. Offline with his 3. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Another miss by Minnesota. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Gobert with a screen for Randall. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Look, if Edwards is hitting that shot, there's not much you can do defensively to stop him.
Şengün drills it from outside.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Şengün, no good. Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Edwards fires from way outside. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. Launches it. Edwards with another miss.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Minnesota in the lead, and the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's McDaniels. He has yet to score. From the arc, Edwards with another miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Back to Randall. Van Vliet against Edwards. Randall, a screen on Van Vliet. Back to Randall. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Brooks misses. The Timberwolves shooting alarming 21% to get things going here. Another miss by Minnesota. It's stolen by Edwards. Fires the three. Rockets with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks from outside. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before...
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Rockets lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Edwards. Then there's Reed. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Miller in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Minnesota making a switch. Einad's checked in. Here's Alexander-Walker. He's covered by Eason. Outside Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Edwards looking it over. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Reed with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Edwards. A 3-ball. That shot off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easiness.
Here's Eason. Back to Holiday. This one for 3. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Holiday's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. He reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpes had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Now, here's Şengün. From outside the arc, Reed with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
That puts them in the lead. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
From deep three-point land, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Smith on the wing. From downtown, it's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. Inside, here's Şengün. Tries again. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by Smith. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Rockets. A three. And another three for Houston.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Edwards, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Houston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Houston with a big group substitution here. Thompson, he's checked in for Şengün. Brooks comes in for Jabari Smith. Green, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Brooks misses. And go outside. Pass to McDaniels. Fires from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Rockets on top, up by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. At the guard position, VanVleet in green. Dylan Brooks out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at center. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster. But everyone builds on the players who came before them. And the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation.
Into the lane. Lets it go from deep. Edwards crashing in from outside.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap, and now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
And one of these modern leagues who doesn't just shoot threes, Brooks is a tough guy to cover. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Takes a 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Şengün finds Brooks. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside, Edwards. They grab their own miss. The tray. It's good from long range. Edwards got 37.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. This summer, we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. And here's Edwards from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 40 points.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Şengün with a wide open look. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
To the middle, out to Brooks. Thompson passes to Green. Shoots over McDaniel. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Green. Pass to Edwards. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Green outside. Second chance shot. Brooks with no one around. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Oh, Edwards, and look how far away he is.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
From deep, Green. That doesn't go either for Green. Timberwolves leading by 13. Outside, Edwards. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. The Rockets again can't hit. And stolen by Şengün. From deep, Green. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. No good with the triple. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Edwards is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Reed. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Garza in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 15 rebounds here tonight. The 3. And it's Whitmore missing. Timberwolves leading by 11. Outside, Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Shepherd. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Shepherd's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Takes the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Rockets trail by 8. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Reed's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Rockets also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Shepherd. Mike Conley's checked in for Joe Ingles. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for the Rockets. Fred VanVleet comes in for Aaron Holiday. And stolen by Şengün. Pushing it up. Eason with it. Picked up by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 8. And stolen by Eason. And here we go. Fast break. VanVleet's got it. Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Sinks the triple.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Van Vliet against Conley. Now here's Van Vliet. D right on him. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Whitmore. Off target with his 3.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Out to the right wing. Reed kicks to Edwards. 3-pointer. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. It's trailed by 9. That's a 2 from Smith. Hits the jumper in space. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Eason against Edwards. Tips it up. And Edwards is right there. Edwards got 49 points in the game. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Williams is checked in for Houston. It's stolen by Smith. Launches a 3. Poked away.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Randle with a screen for Edwards. Off target from 3-point range.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
The kick out to Williams. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Misses in close.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Bobbed up there for Edwards.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
Count that one. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Fades. Misses. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs. All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Anthony Davis. Thompson is out there with Irving. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Outside Irving. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Irving with it. Conley picks him up. And here's Davis for three. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Well, we normally see Mike Conley toe the line. That time he takes a step or two past it. Okay, Mike.
And really deep through that time. Irving's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Mavs.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Marshall passes to Davis. Irving dishes to Davis. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Tries a three off the inbound. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And there's Edwards on the assist by Gobert.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
He gets that one.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Conley kicks to Randall. And here's Edwards from the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Davis gets a wide-open look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Thompson from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Gafford, the kick out to Irving. Fires for three. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Irving surveying the floor. And Dallas again with the bucket.
But Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
Gobert dishes to Edwards. From deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. For 3. Randall grabs the board. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 15.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
The three from Davis. Irving for three. No good on the last second attempt there. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
They've got Edwards. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Alexander Walker in at the three slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Minnesota making a switch here. Einod's checked in. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 13.
Boy, what a monster night for Kyrie Irving, playing at a very high level right now.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Timberwolves leading by 3. However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Pass to Reid. Alexander Walker on the wing. Dinwiddie against Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a three, he wants to come right back at you.
Pulls it up. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's tipped. Over in the corner, Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Klay Thompson comes in for Christie. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Dinwiddie. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist to this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though? You only play half the year.
Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to Randle. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Alexander Walker. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
Irving, good.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
We think of Thompson as a beautifully gifted shooter, but make no mistake, he understands when and where to place the basketball when a teammate is open.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley's shot is off.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Washington against Randall. Washington inside. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Up in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the big half-court shot. Give me your beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got Daniel Gafford. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Marshall in at the 3. And the Mavericks making a change here. Exum's checked in.
Well, pick and roll action. Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Davis with it. Out defended by Randall. Irving misses.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Davis, that's for 2. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. Fires the 3. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Now that's the touch from Kyrie, one of the most dangerous shooters in the game.
And Edwards launches it from deep. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Mavericks trail by 11. Gafford finds Davis. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Thompson inside the line. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that would drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion. Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Trains the three-pointer.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Minnesota leading by 9. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Davis pulls it down.
But I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Exum kicks to Davis. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Well, you have to appreciate watching Klay Thompson ply his trade. The shooting form is absolutely perfect.
Pass to McDaniels. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Dallas also making some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Washington comes in for Dante Exum. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Davis, the pass to Dinwiddie. Out to Thompson. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota leading by 7. Randall outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Reed. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
Back to Conley. From deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Dinwiddie finds Lively. Lively sends a screen for Dinwiddie. Pass to Davis. There's the triple. Oh, Davis showing his range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Good on the three-point shot. Reed's got his second bucket of the night.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. The 3 from Davis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And here at the end of the third. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Naz Reid out there with Clark. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Garza in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team in.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Buries it from three-point range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Ingles can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 16. Outside Irving. For the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ingles can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Launches it. The Mavericks rebound. Williams for 3. No good. Timberwolves leading by 16. Lets it go from deep. Joe Ingles, and that's good.
You've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
Irving against DiVincenzo. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Williams. Irving's got 25 points in the game. Ingles kicks to DiVincenzo. And here is Ingles. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Irving for three. Here's Christie. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Irving. Here's Williams. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game. The wide open look here for Ingles. Offline with his 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Clark left side. Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 17. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Christie can't make it. Timberwolves leading by 15. To Irving. A 3-ball. And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. Daniels, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Davis comes in for Washington. Marshall, he's checked in for Christie. There's Thompson in for Williams.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Traps in the tray. And Minnesota has possession. Conley left side. Pass to Edwards. Now McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now Conley. So it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.